In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Trying to edit that comment. Let me see. Make sure it looks. Yeah. I got to get better at that. Okay, so yeah, I put all my stuff in there saying this is how you can see the app and all that stuff. And if you're a subscriber, you know the next big announcement. I'll have to fix that later on the because I can't hit enter. It submits it. Okay, anyway, I have announced something to the subscribers. Don't worry. It's not emergent. It's not something you need to know, but it's something cool. I'm going to do a text update on that probably right after. Well, no, I've got to do stuff. I don't know. Soon, you'll know, and it's pretty cool, I think. Here's the look at Toledo Bend this morning. I have the camera facing back out over the water, and looks pretty nice out there. We had some wicked storms come through yesterday, and I'm not necessarily saying they were crazy severe or anything like that in most cases, but we had some wicked skies. So I was posting pictures and time lapses and all that, looking out to the west now. You can kind of see those clouds just hanging around. I think we're going to get some development later on today, though the HRRR model, it's kind of backing off. It's such a crazy thing on this stuff with those models and how they behave in these situations. But for today, it has backed off after yesterday showing an explosion of storms overhead. So I'm kind of leery to really change the forecast much, but I'll show you what I'm looking at here in just a second. Scattered storms now offshore. We don't have anything really going on in close, so we don't have to take a look at that. Temperatures, have we passed? Yes, okay. 77 at 9. So that was our last reading. That's not bad. That's a little cooler than it has been. And we're actually going to see a cold front brushing the area. It's going to get close, and I'll show you that in just a second. Still, though, heat advisories for Catahoula and Concordia Parish today. My goodness, I have so many things running through my head I want to talk about, but I can't. You know, I have all these. There's a cool announcement I will say. Well, I don't even want to say. It's not my announcement, but if you look at a lot of regional weather stuff, you might know what I'm hinting at here. Something's cool happening in the state today. That's all I'll say. 9-mile-per-hour wind, that's what we're looking at right now. Gusts for today, they're going to be driven by thunderstorms. So if we see these storms develop, and you can see, this one's not going widespread on it, but where we do see those storms, we'll see some gusty winds in that model right there, that latest run of the HRRR, which means high resolution rapid refresh, if you ever wonder. That is kicking some storms through. Now, yesterday we had a few warnings. Today, I think we'll see a warning or two out of this, especially later in the afternoon, but we're not going to see widespread severe thunderstorms in the area, but like we've seen the last few days, when it gets really hot like this, to get a downdraft like that, to get some strong winds, it's not difficult to make that happen. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? Inch of rain yesterday. Yes, a real rain. We had some of that. Now, here at the house, I heard the thunder. I saw the cool skies. Didn't get much at all. Tropical stuff, we are still starting slow here. Remember, we've had a few storms out there. The first 3 of the year have been pretty unimpressive. So a slow start, and it looks like that's going to continue. And I would just, if we just take the year off with that stuff, I think we're all okay with that. Now watch future dew points. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the most exciting thing in my world right now. So we're going to stay pretty humid, pretty juicy out there over the next few days or couple of days. But look at this. By Sunday morning, dew points up in Monroe, Shreveport, down around 60. That is really, really low for this time of year. 65. You can see how it just kind of nudges right down here into central Louisiana. It doesn't make it to I-10. It's going to be a close call here, but we may see this little brief window where it gets a little bit drier. Now, if you are headed up toward Branson, St. Louis, you're going to go visit my mom, you're going to see some beautiful weather. You're going to see low humidity, and it's going to feel glorious. And we are in August, so we are getting toward the end of the craziness of summer. Yeah, we have a couple of months to go, but we're going to start to see cold fronts getting into the area. Futurecast HRRR model showing storms lining up from Monroe down through Alexandria by about 7, and that's what would provide us with some gusty winds and crazy skies once again. And then tomorrow, again, the HRRR loves to ramp things up the next day, it seems like, and we'll just see how that plays out. But I do think we'll see a good coverage of storms tomorrow. Another 1/2 inch to inch of rain kind of on the average. Someone's going to see 3 inches, someone's going to see nothing. You can see how they kind of depict that here, just kind of cellular looking almost, and that's the way it goes this time of year. That's why in the description I was like, I don't know what you'll get. I mean, generally, yeah, a lot of us are going to fall in that 1/2 inch to 1 inch area, but some of you are going to see double that. Some of you are going to see nothing at all. So mid 90s after an 89 there on Saturday. Look at those lows, 71. That's because those dew points drop off a bit, and that's actually why Sunday we think it's going to dry out for the most part. So Sunday, 93, slightly lower humidity with heat index below 100. That's the crazy thing. If the heat index is like 97, 98, it actually feels good after what we've been through. Looking at the temperature outlook for mid-August, it looks like we're going to be pretty warm and toasty out there, and we are going to see at least some scattered rain chances continuing. And you want to see that this time of year. You want to keep the rain falling because it's going to get hot, and that's going to evaporate what all falls. And it's going to do it in short order. I want fall weather as well, Joni. Let's do this. You were chilly on your walk today. Oh, Mom, that's it. You're blocked. I'm going to block my own mother. I'm jealous. Nah, I'll keep you here. All right, I'm going to get out of here for today. I will put that update or that announcement out, my announcement. There's another cool announcement coming somewhere from Louisiana at noon. I'll be sharing that later. So I'm thinking I don't want to steal the thunder off of that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my announcement now. I'm not going to tell you right now, though, because it'll get buried in this. I'm going to go post it. I think it's time. I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.